Okay, so this is I've got 2 games coming up for this new tournament idea, and I'm against Trojan Hippo 1, which I think might be Bob. And who is it to play? Clocks will start in 10 seconds. Okay, so first we have to read the position. Okay, it's white to play. Got 6 pawns, 6 pawns. We have an isolated queen's pawn there. White has an advanced e pawn. We both have the bishop pair. Okay, so he's gone there. So how worried are we about this pawn here? Well, right now we've got 2 attackers and no defense. So my thought is I want to take that out. Now, White's light squared bishop is relatively poor. Also, this pawn is pinned. Light squared bishop is relatively poor, so I'm not sure I want to eliminate that piece. But I'm going to take it with the knight anyway. And I think knight g4. I'm not worried about this. This is a bad bishop, but also our dark square. But here this allows me to force it into double. That's got to be quite good. Okay. Also opens up my bishop if I do that a little bit. This pawn is pinned. So this is a threat. Okay, I think this, and he's going to recapture. Then if I push here, bishop takes, he can't recapture. Yeah, if I push d4. This pawn's pinned, so can't take part. So this way he just loses a bishop, and I'm also attacking the pinned piece here. I'm attacking this, I'm attacking the pinned piece. It's looking pretty good, I think, right now. So this is a new idea that Kraig's doing for the advanced group. We've got 8 players, I think, in the tournament, and we're having 2 rounds at this exact starting position. So apparently one side is better. Oh look, we've also, with moving that pawn, we've got a discovery against this pawn here as well. So I would not like to be, I mean, my opponent's 1060 right now. Okay, and now I can take that pawn for free. I can also take this pawn for free. That comes with tempo on the rook, but it drops his queen. So it's a hopeless position now. Okay, again, both pawns are hanging. I'm going to take here. Oh yeah, that was a nasty one. It really was. I didn't even, well, the point is, I got to this point, I didn't consider pawn takes with the discovery. Okay. So I still have, no I don't, yes I do, I can still take on there. No reason not to, is there? No reason not to. Okay, so I'm basically, I'm a queen to a rook up right now. So I'm threatening to take the bishop. This move is okay, in which case I'll probably play rook e8, try and trade. Yeah, so what's happening is all 8 of us are going to try this position, I think, once from each side, I think. And then we're going to reconvene in the session, so it's really interesting. Very tough position for white. So if I'm going to play this as white in the next round, okay, now this comes with a fork on both rooks as well. So it really is Also, I have this, and if king takes, queen d4 is a fork on king and bishop, which is unpleasant. If here, one of the rooks is going to move to f1, I think. I take the other rook. Okay, which is more winning? This, I win a pawn. This, I win a pawn and an exchange. So in the advanced group, I am one of the higher rated players, has to be said. So I'm hitting both rooks here. So whatever happens on the next turn, he's probably going to he's going to capture a bishop. If he takes my dark squared bishop, I'll probably come here and just try and simplify down. It's not a nice situation. But if I go up again and flip the board, oh no, okay, so he's moved. Okay, so where are we? Flip the board back. Okay, thought I'd be cheeky and okay, so I'll take one. He's got a choice of bishops now. I don't really mind which one he has. Okay, he's taken that one. And this now, so now he does have bishop takes f5 because its only defender is pinned and can't recapture. So I'm going to play this anyway, this idea. So if pawn takes now, recapture with a pawn. And I'm basically up now. I'm up a queen for a against a bishop now. This is even winning, but there's zero reason to give up my. So I think I quite like this move as well. Ready to attack the bishop. So I'm gonna either trade bishops here or I'm gonna win a bishop outright. Let's say he either defends that or moves that. I'm gonna trade, and that's the best option for white right now. Is to go for the trade. So he should probably do something like this: bishop back, batten down the hatches. But it's yeah, he's really got his work cut out now. I've also got 3 unopposed pawns on this side of the board. Right, that's interesting. Now, do I have rook d8? Well, let's have a check. Throw in a check. Throw in the check. It means that whatever happens on the next turn, if the king moves here, I can trade bishops with check. It's more forcing. He won't have time to take the rook. And I might do this. So king's in check. Okay, another check. It's all in my interest to get material off the board. I think he's going to capture here, and then I could even move my rook with check as well. Then he can't go there. Okay, rook with check. No. He's going to have to go onto a light square. He's going to go here, or here. Either way, this is also winning because I'm going to force a trade of material, and that was the worst of the options, mate. Worst of the options, because now I have rook d8, and this bishop is pinned. It legally cannot move. So what he has to do now is he has to move his king out of the check. So actually, it's not that terrible. Also, I can't go here with my queen, remember? Okay, so he's broken the check. Now I could trade down here. Remember, I can't step foot on here, so I'm going to come here again with check. King can't go there. This is deadly because I simply capture. Right, so now this is a check. This or this. I also have rook check as well. So you can't go here, or here. That means he must. Hang on, is that mate then? Is that mate? Bishop blocks, takes mate. Yes. It is. Think now, yeah, because he can't go to any of these squares, so the only legal move now is bishop here, and then rook takes c7 is mate. The question, Raymond, is how on earth are we going to survive that position? Because it looked pretty hopeless. Well, it didn't look all that bad to start with, but it soon unravelled. Okay, 2 moves. Okay, but that's mate as well, yeah? Cool. Right. Now, I'm not going to do a game review, but I am going to study the position a little bit. There'll be another game starting, and I'm assuming I'm going to have the white pieces now. So the situation is, we have 2 attackers on this pawn, so I think f4 has to be the first move. Right, I'm not going to use the eval at all. Okay, I think f4 has to be the first move in order to defend this pawn with a pawn, because there's no pieces. Okay, and now my dark square, both my bishops aren't brilliant. This is potentially a soft spot. If I can get my queen over there somehow. So I think f4. Don't want to move the pieces. I don't think that would be fair. But shore up in the middle. Maybe think about doubling up rooks. I think the rooks might be a better weapon, seeing as that it's going to be a bit slow for the queen. Now this move it makes both bishops bad, yeah? However, this guy can come around then. This guy might come to here. Might get kicked, might trade off. Although it's not actually a locked board. I mean, my bishops suck. That's the problem. But I know my first move, I think, is white. I think we'll just play the position to see who we get for the next game. Probably got a couple of minutes to wait. So what else do we see in the position? My king has some safety. I might like to play king b1 at some point. Just get it out of line with that horrible rook. Maybe a g4 break. The idea of because this king doesn't have great protection. My king's actually, got a bit slightly better, if anything, pawn structure around him. But black's king's got 2 pawns off the mark. Maybe if I can get my queen behind my dark squared bishop and go in for this idea, like you play against the King's Indian defence or the modern, just trying to eliminate this dark squared bishop and really weaken these dark squares. I don't know what my dogs are going mad at out there. We will see. We've got a classic car show going on nearby, so there's loads and loads of people parked on our street, and our dogs aren't used to other people very much. See, if that's there, I could put my knight here, my queen across, bishop in there. Okay, right, we've got round 2 about to start, and I've got Miko. Okay, clocks have started. Okay, I'm playing my first move. So Miko's rated 1022. And I've already figured out move number 1. Maybe move number 2. Maybe. Oh no! With this, I can't get my bishop in there, can I? He's sending me a quote for you. I must destroy you. Did you win as black. Me too. We both won as black. Now you have to win. Hang on. Oh no, hang on. So you had black in the last game too. Okay, knight there now. First thing, very tempted to take this knight. Because this bishop's awful. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. Oh, we had black in the last game, so he's had black twice. Ah. That means that somebody's had white twice. That's unfortunate. Pretty sure. Yeah, has to be. Okay, so pawn takes or rook takes. If rook takes, I have knight there, which opens up some avenues for my queen. My queen wants to get to this square ideally. This one's covered by pawn, covered by bishop, covered by queen. So that's not too bad, that one. Let's make that orange. My queen would like to get to there. What's the best way to get to there? Also, does my knight really want to be over this side of the board, or does it want to come here, like this? Because that looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. I would also love to numb this bishop off. So I'm going to put my knight here with the intention of sticking it on d4. I feel like that will make life hard for my opponent. This bishop might come to here, but it can't unless it's got backup. So plans, general plans, include doubling up the rooks on the h-file, which might prompt Harry to move. If Harry leaves his post, that's not brilliant. I also have the option of knight g5 with two attackers on h7, which again would certainly prompt Harry to move because there's no other... Okay, oh! Harry's jumped the gun. That means that this pawn here is undefended. So if I attack it, how can he defend it? Right, he's got a king move. That's not terrible. He hasn't got a queen here or queen here. So if I put my knight there, he either pushes it, which is not great at all. Not great at all, Precious. Not very good. Okay, so that means I think his king's going to move, and I think his king's going to move here. I think his king's going to move to f7, get it out of line with my rook. Okay, queen defends it, that's okay. So what we're doing is we're playing a position where material was equal, but one side was decidedly better in the position. Just highlighting my next intended move, or the threat that I have. This pawn moves, I can also take this. So we're all playing from the exact same position with random sides. And it's a position that Kraig found in one of the group's games. Oh, he's put his king there now. Now, got sacking ideas here. I thought he should have moved probably there. Okay. Now the king's the only defender of this. There's two defenders of that one. So if I can add another attacker. So is this too slow? The other option is something like knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, check. There's nothing that can block, so the king has to retreat. Right, these pawns don't, this pawn doesn't exist. I feel like I need, but I've also got my queen lined up there as well. There, pawn takes, queen takes with check. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. If Miko can beat me from this position, great. But I'm thinking opening up, getting the queen into play. I've found a quick way to get the queen into play, and it involves giving up the life of the bishop rather than the life of the horse. And quite honestly, I prefer animals to clergymen, so... Oh, sugary nuts. The rook's also defending that. Huh. That's just me being unable to count. Right, so he can take... I can then recapture. And then when I recapture, I've got a discovered check idea. And what can we attack from this point? Not a lot. Everything's on the wrong colour. Apart from that bishop. So if takes, knight takes. Right, now I can go here. If he's not careful, gets a discovered check. Then I can capture the bishop, which is undefended, with a subsequent fork on the queen and the rook. Right. Ooh. No. Alright, he was worried about this. Okay, he's gone here. Now my first thought is rook takes h6 is check, defended by knight, and that would force the king there. How do we feel about this? But knight here with discovered check, and he can't go there or there, and I do not believe he can block the check other than rook here, which is pointless because it loses the rook. So knight here is even a thought. Can't go there or there because the knight will block him. So knight here, king has to go here. But this is very tempting too. Then my discovery's off. I've got this still idea. Discovered check. King must move. Then I get that. That's just winning material. I'm a pawn down right now as things stand because of my bishop sack. This wins pawn. This wins pawn. You can't go there or there. Okay, so option one. Rook takes. King in corner. Just trying to see what the follow-up is. Rook here, check. King can't go there. He has to go here or here. That looks kind of winning because then I can bring my other rook in, which is a good thing. So that looks winning. Knight here, we've already said, comes with check. King has to go there. Oh, then I have queen here. And that's mate. Yeah, he sent a message saying horrible. Very horrible. Yeah, I think this is forced. And then queen here is mate. So this is something we've never tried before. We're going to have a recap of it as a group. Now I think this is checkmate. No, he's got no moves. I won by checkmate. Whew, that was pretty cool. I'm going to have a quick look at the game review on that one. And it's starting from that position. I felt like I was pretty accurate there. I was happy about that. Like that. Yeah, 83.9. And with a brilliant move. Tell me that's my bishop sack. Oh! Yay. Oh, I like it. Now, would the knight sack have been brilliant as well? No, the knight sack was not so good. Not so good at all, Precious. That was the one to find, and oh, happy days. Happy days. 83.9. I had 2 inaccuracies. Huh, okay, what were the inaccuracies then? I didn't like that. Well, I did. Okay, B should have taken with the pawn. Next inaccuracy was, I think, my next move by the look of it. Knight there, also inaccurate. King to B1. Bah. Screw you, fish. What do you know? Anyway, so that was good. That was good. Very interesting. Right, I'm going to stop here now. And I'm going to rejoin the group. And we're going to see how everyone did, at least in a few minutes. So, yeah, just a little sneaky insight there. Interesting format, though. Very interesting format. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.